Taylor Swift thinks jet tracker Jack Sweeney knows her all too well, threatens legal action. Taylor Swift can't seem to shake this one off. Swift, who just celebrated making Grammy history Monday night, thinks a college student who tracks the private jet paths of high-profile figures knows her all too well, leading her team to threaten legal action against the 21-year-old. Swift's lawyers have sent more than one letter to Jack Sweeney, a University of Central Florida junior, demanding that he stop tracking and sharing her flight information online as part of an ongoing project that originally shot him to fame in 2022. Sweeney, who received the first cease and desist in December, manages several social media accounts tracking the travel of celebrities, politicians and billionaires, with many focusing on the frequent use of private jets and the carbon footprints they produce. He received a second letter last month, again threatening legal action if he continued to post about Swift's movements, The Washington Post first reported. Swift's team argued in the letters that Sweeney is putting the pop star at risk, providing up-to-date location information for stalkers and would-be harassers. Sweeney told the Post, however, that the information he shares is already publicly available. He is no stranger to taking heat from big names, as he was infamously threatened by Elon Musk for posting the same information back in 2022. No lawsuits have been filed yet, but news of the legal letters has re-sparked a conversation about free speech, public interest and privacy expectations. Here's what we know so far. Jack Sweeney is a 21-year-old college student at the University of Central Florida who has drawn the attention, and ire, of Musk, Ron DeSantis and other prominent figures after he began a project tracking their private jet use. Sweeney was booted from X by Musk, who called his account a security risk, and argued the information shared constituted doxing. After Sweeney refused a $5,000 offer from Musk to remove the account, the tech mogul banned it himself, with Instagram and Facebook following suit. However, some of Sweeney's individual tracking accounts remain active on Instagram. He maintains several on other platforms like Blue Sky, Mastodon, Discord and Telegram, and he skirts X's formerly stated live tracking, doxing, rules by posting updates for Musk and Swift's flights on a 24-hour delay. In a 2022 interview with USA Today, Sweeney said he had about 30 accounts at the time dedicated to tracking the jet use of specific figures. There's celebrity jets. You have like Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, all kinds of other billionaires, he said. There's also even accounts that don't track people in their jets. It tracks like NASA aircraft or experimental aircraft. Along with recording and sharing the takeoffs and landings of private aircraft used by prominent people, Sweeney also estimates the carbon emissions produced by these trips, drawing attention to the controversial issue of luxury celebrity travel and its environmental impact. Besides Swift and Musk, he has opened accounts for Donald Trump, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, all of which remain active on Instagram and other platforms. While Musk claimed that information about his flights was private data, Sweeney gets his data from the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, a source open and available to the public, and aviation hobbyists who track aircraft signals using an ADS-B receiver, a device available to anyone. Flight records are public information maintained and made publicly available via the FAA, though operators can request their real-time movements remain private via the FAA's PIA program. The Post reported that Swift's jet information appears to now be blocked under the program, but enthusiasts are still able to share their collected data on independent websites, which are not covered by the PIA program. The Washington Post reported that Swift's lawyers sent a cease and desist letter to Sweeney and threatened to pursue further legal action if Sweeney did not stop what they called stalking and harassing behavior. Lawyer Katie Wright Moroney, working for law firm Venable, wrote that Sweeney was putting Swift's safety and that of her family at risk by sharing location information, saying his actions had heightened the star's constant state of fear for her personal safety. While this may be a game to you, or an avenue that you hope will earn you wealth or fame, it is a life or death matter for our client. Ms. Swift has dealt with stalkers and other individuals who wish her harm. The letter continues, arguing that the flight tracking data is of no legitimate interest in her public need for this information, other than to stalk, harass, and exert dominion and control. Swift opened up about her stalkers in an essay for Elle in 2019 where she talked about websites posting all her home addresses and the first aid equipment she keeps on her at all times. Sweeney previously told USA Today in a Q&A about Musk that the tech mogul's concern about his family's safety was a valid concern, but argued the information is all out there. It's not like I'm hacking a system or anything, it's all out there. He responded similarly to this incident, telling the Washington Post, "This information is already out there. Her team thinks they can control the world.
Swift's spokesperson T-Pain told USA Today in a statement, "We cannot comment on any ongoing police investigation but can confirm the timing of stalkers suggests a connection. His posts tell you exactly when and where she would be."
Despite the repeated letters, no lawsuit has been filed up to this point. USA Today has reached out to Moroni for comment. T. Swift and Kelce. Travis Kelce was one of NFL's doodliest dudes. Taylor Swift shot him into the stratosphere. Coben Weifel Keegan, Managing Director, D.C., of the International Association of Privacy Professionals, told USA Today that legal standards for privacy are struggling to catch up to the digital age, but celebrities have always had different expectations for privacy compared to the average citizen. In the United States, you do not have a right to privacy in publicly available information. That is true across contexts and there's very few exceptions to how that operates, he told USA Today, adding that there currently are no federal privacy laws covering consumer data.
He said it can be especially difficult for individuals to sue for alleged violations of privacy based on publicly available information. There are some standards under which people can take legal action for the sharing of knowledge, including the unauthorized disclosure of private information, which would most likely apply to this case.
Advancements in technology, he said, have made it possible for information that may have been technically available to the public but unlikely to be uncovered by the average person easier to find, share and amplify. Tony Romo reveals why he keeps referring to Taylor Swift as Travis Kelce's wife. Tony Romo is owning up to the joke behind him referring to Taylor Swift as Travis Kelce's wife. The former Dallas Cowboys quarterback turned analyst for CBS Sports used the description for the pop superstar during two separate broadcasts in December before referring to Jason Kelce as Taylor Swift's brother-in-law during the Buffalo Bills-Kansas City Chiefs playoff game last month. "I root for them to get married," said Romo of Swift and Travis Kelce at the CBS Sports press day ahead of the Super Bowl, according to Entertainment Tonight. "'Cause they're not married, guys, I was joking." Romo revealed last week that the joke stems from personal experience when he was dating Jessica Simpson, the Kansas City Star reported. "Someone did that to me back in the day and they're like, and there's your wife. Oh, I mean, your girlfriend. So sometimes the humor doesn't go over as well," said Romo, who later married Candace Crawford Romo in 2011. "But I think people take to it and like I said the same thing with Jason, there's your brother-in-law. I should have thrown in future brother-in-law." Swift appears cool with Romo in light of the on-air comments as she fist-bumped him following the Chiefs' AFC Championship win against the Baltimore Ravens. Romo, in remarks to reporters Tuesday, showed love to both Travis Kelce and Swift, pointing to their humble heart and the way they treat people.
"They're just going through a relationship. To me, it's one of those things where, in a lot of ways they wish it would be, I bet, as out there, but it's just, they're both great at what they do, it's gonna be out there. And you can't help who you love," said Romo of the couple.
At HuffPost, "We believe that everyone needs high-quality journalism, but we understand that not everyone can afford to pay for expensive news subscriptions. That is why we are committed to providing deeply reported, carefully fact-checked news that is freely accessible to everyone. Whether you come to HuffPost for updates on the 2024 presidential race, hard-hitting investigations into critical issues facing our country today, or trending stories that make you laugh, we appreciate you. The truth is, news costs money to produce, and we are proud that we have never put our stories behind an expensive paywall. Would you join us to help keep our stories free for all? Your contribution of as little as $2 will go a long way." Taylor Swift brings NFL new teen fanbase, sending game viewership and merchandise purchases soaring.
It is no question that Taylor Swift has impacted the NFL, helping the professional football organization and the Kansas City Chiefs attain millions of dollars in revenue, according to a marketing expert.
According to Eric Smallwood, president of Apex Marketing Group, Swift has generated $331.5 million in equivalent brand value, or EBV, for Travis Kelce's football team in the NFL as of January 22. Apex Marketing Group, which started tracking Swift's impact on the NFL, noted the starting value was $166 million in October.
That number includes every time the media, including print, digital, radio, TV, highlights, and social media, mentioned the iconic pop star. Smallwood told Fox Business that online media and social media gained the most from Swift's attendance at Chiefs games.
Smallwood shared the AFC Championship, which showcased the Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens battling it out for a ticket to the Super Bowl, was the most watched AFC Championship in history. Of course, Swift attended the game and gave Kelce a congratulatory kiss following his team's big win. A lot of these viewers are teenage girls, according to CBS. The outlet reported that there has been a 53% increase, since the start of the football season, of girls between the ages of 12 to 17 who have been opting to watch NFL games. Per Smallwood, viewership directly correlates to merchandise sales. Kristen Juszczyk, the wife of San Francisco 49ers star Kyle Juszczyk, landed a licensing deal with the NFL after gaining popularity over a custom jacket Swift wore to a Kansas City game, designed by Kristen, Sportico reported. After Swift attended the Chiefs vs. Miami Dolphins wild card game on January 13 in the custom puffer jacket, Kristen gained a new level of attention. She gained nearly 500,000 Instagram followers in a matter of days after the game. A small apparel business in Kansas City also saw a spike in sales after Swift started attending games. "We've had hundreds of orders over the last 48 hours, Chris Harrington, owner of West Side Story, told Business Insider in December. Sometimes our online store lights up after a Chiefs game when we win, but this is 100 times more than that, and we lost the game. It was the Taylor effect." Going off of the 2023-2024 NFL season, it's likely many Taylor fans will tune in for the 2024 Super Bowl in Las Vegas on February 11. The 2023 Super Bowl brought in 113 million viewers, according to Nielsen. Swift has shown several times when she has attended a Chiefs game, so that could be expected when she takes a break from her Eras tour to fly from Tokyo to support her boyfriend. She previously commented on the public's reaction to how often she appears on the big screen while cheering on Kelce. "I don't know how they know what suite I'm in," she recently told Time magazine. "There's a camera, like, a half-mile away, and you don't know where it is, and you have no idea when the camera is putting you in the broadcast, so I don't know if I'm being shown 17 times or once. I'm just there to support Travis," Swift added. "I have no awareness of if I'm being shown too much and pissing off a few dads, Brads and Chads."